The Life of Bramble the Bear, Chapter 1. A Small Bear in a Big Forest. Deep in a wide green forest filled with tall pine trees and whispering leaves, a small bear cub was born one spring morning. His name was Bramble. Bramble lived in a cozy den under a large fallen tree with his mother. The den smelled like pine needles and warm earth. Outside, birds sang cheerful songs and a soft breeze rustled the leaves. Bramble was tiny at first, just a fuzzy little ball with curious eyes. "Welcome to the forest," his mother said gently. Bramble blinked and yawned. He had a whole world to discover. Chapter 2. First Steps in the Woods. When summer arrived, Bramble finally waddled outside the den. The forest seemed enormous. Tall trees stretched toward the sky, and beams of sunlight peeked through the branches. Butterflies fluttered everywhere, and squirrels jumped from branch to branch. Bramble took a few wobbly steps. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The leaves under his paws made funny sounds. Soon he met his first forest friend, a rabbit named Willow. "Hello there," Willow twitched her nose. Bramble tilted his head. "Hello," he said. They played hide and seek behind bushes until Bramble laughed so hard he rolled down a tiny hill. Chapter 3. Learning Bear Things. As Bramble grew bigger, his mother began teaching him important bear lessons. First lesson, finding food. Bears must know where to look, his mother explained. She showed him berry bushes bursting with sweet blueberries. Bramble happily gobbled them up. He said, with purple juice all over his nose. Next, she taught him how to dig for ants in old logs. Crack! The logs split open, and hundreds of ants ran everywhere. Bramble licked them up with his long tongue. "Crunchy," he said. His mother chuckled. Chapter 4. The River Adventure. One bright morning, Bramble followed the sound of rushing water. Soon they reached a sparkling river. Silver fish jumped through the air. "Salmon," his mother said, "a bear's favorite." She stepped into the cool water and stood very still. Splash! With one quick swipe, she caught a fish. Bramble's eyes grew wide. "My turn!" He jumped into the river. Splash, splash, splash! The fish swam away, while Bramble slipped and tumbled in the water. His mother laughed kindly. "Patience, little one." After many tries, swoop! Bramble finally caught a small fish. "I did it!" he roared proudly. Chapter 5. The Friendly Forest. Bramble met many animals in the forest. There was Oliver the owl, who watched everything from the treetops. "There is wisdom in quiet observation," the owl would say. There was Daisy the deer, who showed Bramble secret meadow paths. And there was Pip the Chipmunk, who talked faster than the wind. "Did you know there are acorns everywhere?" Pip chattered. Bramble loved listening to everyone. The forest felt like one big family. Chapter 6. Autumn Arrives. As the months passed, the forest changed. Leaves turned red, orange, and gold. The air grew cooler. "Winter is coming," Bramble's mother said. "Is winter scary?" Bramble asked. "No," she said softly, "but bears must prepare." So Bramble ate and ate and ate. Berries, roots, fish, honey from a buzzing beehive, after getting chased by very angry bees. Soon Bramble grew round and fluffy. Chapter 7. The First Snow. One quiet morning, Bramble woke up and saw something magical. White snow covered the forest. Everything looked peaceful and still. Bramble stuck out his tongue and tasted a snowflake. "Cold!" he laughed. But his mother led him back toward their den. "It is time to sleep for winter." Inside the den, pine needles made a warm bed. Bramble curled beside his mother. "Good night, Forest," he whispered, and slowly the little bear fell asleep. Chapter 8. A New Spring. Many months later, the snow melted. Sunlight warmed the forest again. Bramble stretched and yawned, but something had changed. He wasn't a tiny cub anymore. He was a strong young bear. Outside, the forest welcomed him back. Birds sang, rivers flowed, flowers bloomed. Bramble walked proudly through the woods, remembering everything he had learned. Chapter 9. The Wise Bear. Years passed and Bramble grew into a large, gentle bear. Now he knew every trail, every berry patch, and every river bend. Young animals came to him for help. A lost squirrel, a frightened rabbit, a curious bear cub. Bramble helped them all, because the forest had once helped him. Chapter 10. The Bear and the Woods. One golden evening, Bramble stood on a hill overlooking the forest. Wind moved through the trees like a quiet song. Bramble smiled. This forest had been his home his entire life, from a tiny cub to a strong bear. The woods had given him friends, food, adventures, and wisdom. And as the sun set behind the mountains, Bramble whispered, "Thank you, forest." The trees rustled softly in reply, and somewhere nearby, a new little bear cub was taking its first steps into the great green woods. The circle of life in the forest continued. The end.